3-2 series heading into game number 7, and all of a sudden, it's a do-or-die situation for the Miami Heat.
Ooh, I like the sound of that net. Oh, swish.
It's all about the buckets.
Indeed.
You heard that. Both of you guys heard that noise.
Indeed.
Plenty. Al Horford sitting out due to that sprained left ankle. Dan Marino in the house for this one. First quarter, Wade in transition here. Ooh, throwing it down.
Yeah, it seems like that back was healthy. He was attacking the basket early. He set the tone for the Miami Heat team and how they're going to play the rest of the night.
Heat up by 13 after the bucket closing seconds here. More from Flash. He had 14 points, Jalen, in the first quarter.
He was in attack mode in the first half, no question about it. He got his team off to a tremendous start.
Mike Woodson, whatever the message is.
Not happy.
Yeah, wasn't happy and it didn't work. Second quarter. Hawks, though, at least picking up the defense here. Josh Smith, one of his 3 blocks. Check out the behind-the-back pass. Bibby with the finish. Joe Johnson with the feed.
Well, Josh Smith is one of the more athletic players in the NBA, especially at that 4 position. But that's how the Hawks have to play. They have to get defensive stops and get out in transition.
Bibby, by the way, finished with 20. Had 20 points in the first half, none in the second half. Later, it's Maurice Evans and Dwyane Wade getting tangled up. A blocking foul called. Obviously, Evans doesn't like it. More defense.
I don't understand what he was doing passing the ball underneath the basket. That's a fundamental play that you're not supposed to do.
A chest pass at that.
Exactly.
Easy buckets, assists to the wrong team. Joe L. Anthony replacing Jermaine O'Neal, who was out because of the concussions, and Anthony coming up big in this game. Heat up by 13 after the bucket, and then he getting it done on the defensive side. 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Well, that's his role. That's what he's supposed to do out there. He's a rebound and a shot blocker and provides athleticism.
Beasley, the rookie, saying, what's up? 22 points, 15 rebounds, Jalen.
Speaking of roles, I love Michael Beasley. A rookie taking 25 shots? That might be my new favorite player.
Especially on a team with Dwyane Wade. An athletic block right there.
Wade had 2 blocks in this game, and, of course, a stud on the defensive side of the basketball all season long. He finished with 41. Unbelievable. And guess what? The Miami Heat coming up big. They forced a Game 7. They improved to 25-7 at home in the playoffs since 2004. Hawks have now lost 13 of their last 14 road playoff games. Dwyane Wade becomes the 17th active player to record 1,500 points in a postseason. And after the game, Flash was happy with his team's aggression.
I think from the beginning of the game, we came out very aggressive, and everybody was involved, and we won this game on the defensive end. And we took care of our rebound, and that's what we had to do.
He had his game face on today, and he had to really do this on both ends of the floor. On Joe Johnson as a first-team All-League defender, and then also to create plays with Jermaine out. He had to create a lot of plays for us offensively. He was a titan tonight.
So with 41 points on Friday, Dwyane Wade became just the 4th active player with at least 5 career 40-point playoff matchups. The only other player with more, Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, and Kobe Bryant. All 3 of those guys, by the way, have played more playoff games than Wade. Only Iverson did it at a better pace, so it's a big-time performance, Jamal, from Dwyane Wade in this basketball game in game number 6. How was he so effective?
Well, I think he's healthy at this particular junction. I think his back is no longer hurting. I don't think that's an issue right now, at least in Game 6. And he was able to get out early and be aggressive, attack the rim. And you look at the numbers, 16 to 17 from the free throw line. That says aggressiveness. That says he's getting to the lane, he's getting to the free throw line where he can make things happen. And when he's knocking down that jump shot, he's a tough cover because he has so much athleticism. He gets low, and he can be explosive, one of the best finishers in the game. And in order for this Miami Heat to compete and to win a Game 7, they're going to need this type of performance on the road, a 41 or 50-point explosion, because he gives confidence to the rest of that basketball team. Look at Michael Beasley. He fed off Dwyane Wade. He actually took more shots than Dwyane Wade. Didn't have the same results, but at least he was aggressive. So I like his presence in the locker room, and he was very forceful going to the basket.
Yeah, and certainly when you look at the production from Dwyane Wade, certainly aggressive, the 17 free throws. On the flip side, though, we're talking about an Atlanta Hawks team that certainly struggled closing out this series. Since the merger in 1976, the Hawks have now had 5 opportunities to win a best-of-7 series with a single win. Each time, they've come up short. The Hawks have not won a best-of-7 series since 1970. They get a chance on Sunday in game number 7. So, Jalen, when you look at what happened tonight on the basketball floor, how do you explain this?
If you coach Mike Woodson, the thing that makes you very disappointed is that your team has an opportunity to close out the Miami Heat on their floor without Jermaine O'Neal, and they give up 32 points in the first quarter and only score 18. And the telling stat from today, 14 turnovers and only 7 assists. You won't win too many basketball games like that. In shooting from the field, Flip Murray, 4 for 13. Josh Smith, 3 for 13. Maurice Evans, 2 for 9 and 1 technical foul. Ultimately, they need to put their heads in the game and understand that they have a great opportunity here to advance, but they must seize the moment. Because you get Dwyane Wade now in the Game 7, anything can happen, and he's the best player on the floor.
So Game 7, at least right now, you're thinking the Miami Heat are going to win on the road?
It's probably a pick 'em at this point. I have to go with the home team. I will pick the Hawks because I think Joe Johnson is finally going to have that big game, but you can't overlook Dwyane Wade.
Well, from the Heat's perspective, they need Dwyane Wade to really score a whole lot. He has to carry the load, and is his back going to be healthy? I mean, I don't know if he shot his wad in last night's game, but he's going to have to play a spectacular brand of basketball on the road because I know the Atlanta Hawks, they're going to play defense at home. They don't turn the ball over. They rebound the basketball. And also, the Atlanta Hawks are going to miss Al Horford. He was their defensive presence in the middle. I think they missed him last night.
Well, the stat of the night, we learned it from Jalen Rose, 25 shots from Michael Beasley, the rookie, in a playoff game. And, of course, they still get the victory. So I guess that's the beauty of that stat. Still plenty more to come.